Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You know what it is, man. And this is your spot for them daily hip hop updates. And today, what we gonna do? We gonna discuss this Nas album, King's Disease. I'm loving it, and I got a couple things I gotta say though, man. Now, before we get into all that, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. All right, so Nas, man, Nasir Jones, man, just dropped a bona fide classic. I'm really feeling this album. I'm gonna let that be known. I am really feeling this album, and there's a lot of things, man, I have to consider when I'm thinking about this album. Now, the track list that came out about the album like a week ago, it was actually precise, man. That was the exact order of the tracks. That's the track list. For those of you who don't know, Hit Boy and Nas worked on this album together. It was just Nas and Hit Boy. And Nas released this album under Mass Appeal, which is Nas's record label that he's had since 2014. I am not going to lie. When I heard that Nas was going to be working with a brand new producer like Hit Boy, and not to say Hit Boy is brand new because he's not that new to the game. He's been here for at least the last decade, I think. Or maybe something close to a decade. Maybe 7, 8 years, you know. But Nas has a certain style. You know, Nas is one of my favorite rappers. I'm going to just put that out there, man. So it might come off a little biased, but please believe me, I am being as objective as possible because I really was skeptical about this project, man. I was like, man, Nas, I like the artwork and I like the track listing, but Nas rapping on somebody else's production beats that just aren't from the 90s and stuff like that, because Nas, he's always been said to have amazing lyrics and all right production. You know, his lyrics do all of it. You know what I mean? And Nas never fails on the lyrics. On this album, he doesn't fail on the lyrics. And I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But I was very apprehensive about the fact that he's working with Hit Boy. Because when he did his album with Kanye, it just didn't hit, man. It wasn't that. But woo, was I wrong. This thing goes. I was like, hold up, man. This might be a bona fide best album of the year, man. I mean, I'm being for real, man. This is probably the best album of the year so far. And to be honest, it's a short album. I think it's 13 tracks? It's only like 30-something minutes. And this thing rides. Okay, from the intro, King's Disease. Dog, tight. Blue Benz, tight. Car 85 with Charlie Wilson. Dope track. Ultra Black with Hit Boy. Now, everybody heard Ultra Black. Ultra Black was out there. It's the one where he talks about Doja Cat, and he's talking about how, you know, we taking it back to Ultra Black, man, and, you know, being black and proud, which is dope, man. Dope concept. And that gave us a little taste of, okay, he's playing on a Hit Boy beat. We can hear the flow go across the Hit Boy beat, and it sounds good. But, you know, there's still room for error, right? Wrong. On this album, he was killing them Hit Boy beats. I was talking to other folks. I was like, man, there were some things that were odd that impressed me about this album. First off, okay, Nas's use of new slang, like how things slap, things that we say now, like the slang that we use currently, like the young cats use currently. Like Nas uses that on his rhymes fluidly. Like, it's like, and it doesn't sound corny. It doesn't sound like an old cat saying that. Because Nas is an elder statesman in hip hop. Nas is already accomplished. This dude's doing shows at the Kennedy Center, packing, you know, the black tie events. He's doing that, man. He's at that level. Like, it's crazy, man, at the level that he's at. You know, him and Jay-Z, they're just at that level. You know what I mean? But to have him come and just drop an album like this and it be relevant. Now, that's tough, man. That is hard, man. And when I started seeing the track list that went out, you know, he got people like Don Toliver, Big Sean, Lil Durk, Anderson .Paak. You know, these are cats who are relevant now. I mean, they really in it now. At 5 Foreign, these are cats who just popped up recently. You know what I mean? And the fact that he could make that crossover was amazing, dog. That's a gift, man. Nas has a gift. Another thing that impressed me was the fact that his storytelling ability really shines through on these Hit Boy beats, man. Somebody throw Hit Boy some money, man, or give him mad daps and prop. He killed the production on this album, man. He really did his thing. Hit Boy killed it. You gotta Hit Boy. If you ever hear this video, you got one, bruh. You really, really got one with this album. You did what Kanye West could not do, and it is amazing. Nas' storytelling over the beats, it just sounds good, man. It's sonically good, man. I am impressed. I was impressed by that. Nas, his ability to paint a picture or tell a story with rhymes is like, it's like no other, man. That's like his greatest gift, man. It is amazing. It is amazing. Now, some of y'all might say I'm riding jock, but I'm being 100% honest, and I am being 100% critical. And dude, that's just amazing gift, man. I can't say it any other way. To be that descriptive using rhymes, and some of the words are kind of off cue and off center that he uses. It's just it's amazing to see. You know, Charlemagne the God, he calls this album, and you know, Jay-Z and those cats, adult contemporary hip hop, which is interesting because, you know, you would think that Nas could only appeal to an older fan base, but man, this thing is getting rave reviews online too, man. I didn't want to look at anybody else's review. I talked to a couple of my homeboys and asked them what they thought, but after I did my first 2 listens, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing too much, because sometimes when you hear something the first time, it sounds so new, it makes it better than what you thought it was. But I've given this album at least a good 4 listens, and dope album, man. And to be honest, I thought this is the product we were going to get, or the project we were going to get when he teamed up with Kanye. But man, him and Hit Boy, the young cat, man, they went to the kitchen and they went to cooking, man. They got one right here, man. I am sorry. They did it, man. I'm giving them their props, man. They getting their flowers from me, and man, they going to keep getting them. So lyrically, this thing is on point. Beats wise, this thing is on point. Man, yeah, I can't think of anything else, man. I can't think of anything that's a fail. But let's go ahead and go back through some of the track lists, or the rest of the track list. So we left off on Ultra Black. Now, most people heard that one. 27 Summers, Blazer. 27 Summers is the Blazer. That and the Anderson .Paak joint we'll get to in a second. And then Replace Me with Big Sean and Don Toliver. I was wondering how Don Toliver would sound, because you know his singing voice is kind of a deep monotone thing, and that thing rode, man. That was dope. That's a good track. And Big Sean's verse was dope. And then Till the War Is Won with Lil Durk. I like this track. I didn't expect myself to like it. You know, Lil Durk's verse was, at best, I'll say it was good. It was good. It just wasn't, you know, super standout like he did on the Drake track. But it was decent, man. Lil Durk is dope. Then All Bad with Anderson .Paak. That's my song for some reason. I love this song, man. I love this song. And I didn't see where these two would blend. I couldn't see it, man. And then now I look like a fool because, man, these cats, they did their thing on that, man. I like it. Then The Definition with Brucey B. All right. Full Circle with The Firm. Okay, this is the one that's going to be causing everybody to talk online. Now, Foxy Brown came on. AZ kicked it off first, then Foxy Brown, then Cormega. And No Nature, but The Firm reuniting, at least for a track on the album, is monumental, man. That's dope. And that Full Circle track is dope. It just sounds like a crew cut. It sounds like they just jumped forward in time since the last Firm album, and now they, you know, more established and older, and they want to spit their stuff. AZ killed it, though. I think he had the best verse, besides Nas. Then 10 Points, dope track. The Cure, dope track. And then the bonus track, Spicy, with Fivio Foreign and ASAP Ferg. Now, Fivio Foreign, he's a drill rapper from New York. You know, he's really about his business in them streets and stuff like that. Now, ASAP Ferg, it was awkward. This is the one track on the whole joint where I was like, okay, Spicy is, it's okay. It wasn't bad, but that's the only track where I could have been like, all right. It almost even felt a little out of place. But Fivio Foreign, I like his verse, man. I like Fivio Foreign, man. I like Big Drip. I like Fivio Foreign. ASAP Ferg. I'm always either here or there with ASAP Ferg, and maybe that was my issue with the track. But you know, altogether, dope album, man. I think, man, cats, if the Source was still out giving out mics, they'd probably give this a good 4 mics or maybe even a 4.5. And I wouldn't say it's a 5 mic until we see how it changes culture, but this is definitely one of the best albums to drop this year. That is without question. Now, this video ran a little long, and because I am emotionally invested in this this album. I really loved it. Hopefully you guys get a chance to go check it out, man. It's a real short listen, but it's a dope listen. And with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Oh yeah, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop one of these videos. And we out of here. Peace.